On this week's road trip, the Laniers are hitting the pool.
Ta-da!
Road trippers are making new friends.
Right, Sakari? Not only can you meet California sea lions, but you can meet harbor seals, a bunch of fish and invertebrates throughout the aquarium as well as our African penguins, right? You can meet the penguins.
And we're feeling the heat.
Whoa, it's flaming! And what we're doing here is we're allowing the glass to make contact with frit, which is colored glass.
Road trip starts now. Hello and welcome to Road Trip. I'm Shannon Lanier. Today we're going to explore some great places to check out this weekend, and some of them are just a short drive away, maybe even right in your own neighborhood. I know it's not beach weather yet, but we can still have a great time splashing around indoors in the Garden State. It may be cold outside, but the temperature is just right inside Dreamworks Water Park at the American Dream Mall in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The massive year-round complex spans more than 8 acres, making it the largest indoor water park in the country.
Wow, Dreamworks has 40 water slides, plus 15 themed attractions.
And they hold a few records.
We have one of the largest indoor wave pools in North America. We also have the tallest and second tallest water slide in the world, right behind me, scaling over 142 feet in the air.
I'm terrified, but here I go, baby! Okay, maybe the lazy river is more your speed.
And my speed are these 31 luxury cabanas.
One exciting aspect we have of the water park is 28 different skyboxes, which are decorated by Jonathan Adler. Inside you have a TV, refrigerator, a private dressing room, and also you can get food delivered from the Burger Shack.
Of course, right after we fill up, the kids are ready for more water fun for all ages. So bring your family out to Dreamworks Water Park. It's open rain or shine. Oh my gosh, my kids and I are still talking about Dreamworks because it was so much fun. And so is that entire complex American Dream, which by the way, we'll be featuring in a future episode. Okay, our next stop is a family favorite. We're heading to Mystic, Connecticut to pay a little visit to some sharks and penguins. This adventure gets a road trip seal of approval.
One of the great things about an aquarium is people don't have the opportunity to see many of these animals in their day-to-day life.
Okay.
We are at Mystic Aquarium here in Mystic, Connecticut. You'll have the opportunity to come here and see over 300 different species of animals that we have here on Habitat. We are one of 5 aquariums in the United States that actually have beluga whales at our facility.
Now, welcome everyone. We have a colony of 30 African penguins. Penguins are an aquatic species, so they spend a large portion of their day swimming, and they can swim at top speeds of about 15 miles an hour.
African penguins are an endangered species, so a lot of the work we do is to make sure that we're promoting for their overall general welfare out there in the open oceans. We also have a rescue facility on site that takes in pinnipeds, cetaceans, and also turtles and helps get them better, and the goal is to release them back into the ocean.
I think one of the things that people don't realize when they come to Mystic Aquarium is how much you're helping with many of the species that we have here at the aquarium all across the globe.
People should come not only just to get to see how really adorable the animals are, but also to be inspired and to be educated about the great work that we do, not just with this aquarium, but with aquariums and zoos worldwide. So she can dance. We do a couple different encounters. This is our Sea Lions Up Close program, and she can support her entire body weight on them. During the program, say hi. Guests can ask her for behaviors. Look. But also get some really fun pictures with them as well. Not only can you meet California sea lions, but you can meet harbor seals, and you can meet a bunch of fish and invertebrates throughout the aquarium as well as our African penguins, right? We can meet the penguins. There are sharks that we also have here. You'll also see other species of seals and sea lions outside of our aquarium, and various different species of fish, crustaceans, and all of that good stuff.
Coming here to the aquarium allows people to have those up close and real life connections. And that's our goal, is to give people those connections so that hopefully they care a little bit more about some of the animals we share our planet with.
It's a place for families, it's a place for couples, it's a place for anyone pretty much from the age of 9 months all the way up to 99, I'd say.
I think it's the best place to visit in Connecticut. It's one of the top facilities in the country, and it's just an amazing place to get immersed in research, conservation, and education, and see some really amazing animal ambassadors.
I'm waving right back at you. Now that spring is here, it's about time to shake off those cobwebs and get outside. Nikita Ramos is taking us hiking in Hartsdale. And knowing Nikita, there's probably a treat at the end of the trail.
In the heart of Westchester County sits the hamlet of Hartsdale. It's where the fields, the food, and flowers are as fresh as they come. Ridge Road Park is an ideal place to picnic and play, with adventures off the beaten path. Markers like this help keep hikers from getting lost.
Or stuck. Obstacles like these are pretty easy to navigate, whether it's on your 2 feet or an all-terrain track chair.
Thanks to the Westchester Parks Foundation, the Trails Without Limits program truly breaks barriers beyond mobility concerns.
Just getting out on rough trails, I haven't done that since I was in Boy Scouts. That was 3rd grade.
Watch yourself there. We're going to be turning here.
Mike Owen has spina bifida, but even that can't conquer his wanderlust.
It's awesome. No, I couldn't do what I'm doing without this.
And it's free for guided hikes of up to 2 miles.
You got it.
Just register a time slot and you're up for an adventure at different county parks through the season. A workout outdoors, though, requires a refuel. And let's just say you'll know the moment you're at Westchester Greenhouses and Farm.
I just walked in and I said to myself, it smells so good.
It really does. These flowers are as fresh as the locally grown produce. It's a fruitful pit stop with baked goods and more.
Don't forget to stop and smell the flowers, and maybe even take some with you on this road trip close to home. In Hartsdale, Nikita Ramos, News 12.
Okay, Nikita, I hope you're bringing me back some of those flowers too. Get ready to feel nostalgic, because we're traveling back in time to an old-fashioned neighborhood soda shop. Park yourself at the counter and order up an iconic Brooklyn-style egg cream.
Not many people like to be called a jerk, but Peter Freeman wears it proudly.
I am the head jerk at Brooklyn Farmacy in Soda Fountain.
How he earned that title depends on who you ask.
Well, you could ask my sister and she'd say because it's, calling me out. But really, the soda fountain, the dispensers, the people that are making your sodas and your egg creams, they're soda jerks.
He and his sister Gia opened the Brooklyn Farmacy with a simple mission.
We wanted to make the best egg cream in New York, and that's what we strive to do every day.
And they've been doing so while honoring a true American tradition.
Soda fountains were disappearing, and the experience of being at a soda fountain was disappearing. And so if you don't provide that to the next generation, who's going to do it?
So all of their egg cream and delicious desserts are made the old school way.
We have an old Bastion dressing from like the 1940s. It's old and banged up, and sometimes it feels like it might overheat, but we are honoring it by still working within that tradition.
And when you step inside this restaurant, it's not only the soda machine that will make you travel through time.
It was a local pharmacy in the neighborhood for many years, but back when pharmacies were more than just like the place you go and fill a prescription, they're really like kind of the lifeblood of the neighborhood.
And even though they won't fill a prescription, spending some time here can still be quite therapeutic.
That's the medicine we provide, is that connection, that experience with us, with the space, and with each other.
Beautiful. And if you're lucky enough, you might even get a chance to meet Peter and Gia's lovely mom.
I've talked to people who remember as a child coming here when it was a pharmacy. They say, oh, I remember coming there when I was little. That was a nice place, but this is better.
So whether you come in for the sweets or the nostalgia, you're definitely in for a treat. In Carroll Gardens, I'm Shakti Dennis, News 12.
If you love road trips that include delicious deals on meals, foodies, listen up. Long Island Restaurant Week starts April 7th. This is a great chance to try new cuisines from around the region without breaking the bank. For participating restaurants, just scan that QR code on your screen. Imagine soaking in the beauty of 20,000 tulips on a mountaintop. If that sounds like a dream to you, you may want to check out the Mohonk Tulip Festival. Wander through beautiful fields of flowers, enjoy floral teas, crafts, music, and cocktails. The festival runs from April 29th through May 10th. You do need a ticket, so if you're interested, just scan that QR code for more. Hello and welcome back to Road Trip. I'm Lanier, and if you're looking for the perfect Long Island day trip, come along to Oyster Bay. It's a great place to spend the day, especially if you like burgers, beers, and Billy Joe. Come with me to a quaint waterfront community with historic ties. Let's explore Oyster Bay. Nestled on the North Shore on Long Island, Oyster Bay was founded in 1653 and has a rich history that is still being preserved today. This beautiful estate is just one example. Guess who used to live here? Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States, and now you can take tours of his home. You can also come across town and over the tracks to the Railroad Museum. However, if you prefer to travel on two wheels, Billy Joe's Motorcycle Shop 20th Century Cycle makes for an amazing pit stop because it still holds several of the Piano Man's actual vehicles, and you may even see him there.
I love Oyster Bay because of the scenic beauty, the waterfront, and the history of the town.
There's historical things, there's new up-and-coming things. It's a great eclectic mix.
Between all the museums, art galleries, parks, and water activities, there is no shortage of things to do here. And you're sure to work up an appetite. That brings us to Gimme Burger, all fresh, never processed. Hey there, Chef. This is just one of the local restaurants owned by Food Network's Iron Chef, Jesse Schinker. Oh my gosh, this is really good, Chef. With good food, you need good drinks. Oyster Bay Brewing Company is your spot, especially if you're looking for a unique tasting experience with a focus on local craft beers. Of course, always drink responsibly, and if you can't drive, don't worry, the LIRR stops right here. So I'll see you in Oyster Bay. Man, I love learning about different cities and towns right in our area, so please keep sending in your suggestions. Just scan that QR code on your screen. Okay, 25 miles west of New York City, Morristown is rich with history and culture, and we found the hot spot just for you. Next stop, Morris County School of Glass.
Look at all these beautiful glass pieces. And this week's road trip close to home, we're at Morris County School of Glass, and we're going to be making one of them. Grab your glasses, let's start glass blowing.
We've been open to the public for 7 years now. This was my husband's hobby, and many of the glass places he used to glass blow at went out of business. He felt it was really important for us to have the public experience how much fun glass blowing is.
About 100 pounds of glass. So what we do is we get layers of that glass on the end of these hollow and solid pipes.
We have everything from what we call a mini session. A mini session is a half an hour and you will make an object. Then we have 3-hour sessions where you make a couple of objects and it's more of a group class, and our instructors will guide you.
And what we're doing here is we're allowing the glass to make contact with frit, which is colored glass. It's a happy day when you're blowing glass and you just
We basically deal with individuals in beginners and early intermediates. We offer our own classes. They want to experience something for themselves. They want to see how it's done.
Guide and glide. And as we guide and glide, we're just allowing the glass to set up
We deal with the general public. We have children from 8. My oldest glassblower is 90. You are going to be not only blowing, you'll be paddling and shaping with tools.
We're going to come up.
Oh, it's
flaming!
We have people who want to come and they just want to try it once. They want to cross it off their bucket list.
Here we go. My parents, to get my sister and I out of their hair in the summertime, sent us off to an art camp in Connecticut, and that's how it all started for me. When I got out of high school, I decided to pursue it.
Coming in and signing up for a mini session, they will expect to have a half-hour, one-on-one private lesson with an instructor. We have one-day classes, and then we have a series classes. They're like 5 weeks.
And now we're going to spread and turn.
There's just different ways you can experience this. It's all tailored to what the individual wants.
You too can come down to Morris County School of Glass right here in Morristown, New Jersey.
That would make an awesome day date. Just saying. Well, looking to plan a spring road trip to soak up the sights and smells of farm fresh flowers? Well, what if I told you we know exactly where and when they are in peak bloom? Our Jordan Kassane is on the case.
It is officially time to stop and smell the roses. A brand new real-time tool has just been released so you can find fresh flowers at their peak. This interactive map is updated weekly with your flower forecast so you can tiptoe through the tulips at the very best time. Spring has sprung and flowers across the state are doing the same from their buds. The Blooms Report helps you to plan that road trip at the right time to gardens, flower farms, and landmarks. The Brooklyn Botanical Garden has some early cherry blossoms. The daffodils are dancing over at Daffodil Hill. And there's big magnolia sightings at Greenwood Cemetery, too. The map of the Blooms Report has got just about every inch of the state covered. The New York Blooms Report gets updated every Wednesday, so if you'd like to stay on top of tracking the blooms, go ahead and scan that QR code you see on your screen now.
Springtime means home repairs, so why not head over to the Hudson Valley Home Show for everything from minor to major remodeling ideas. There will be interactive exhibits, product demonstrations, and they'll even have experts to give advice. Here's a tip. You register online, admission is free. Otherwise, it's $10 at the door. It's a DIYer's Day in Paradise. What's better than flying a kite? If you're with me, then head over to Robert Moses State Park in Babylon for a fun-filled day of kite flying and community spirit. Bring your own kite and let the wind off the beach bring it up, up, and away. There's plenty of activities for the whole family, and the best part is that it is F-R-E-E, my favorite word, free. So mark your calendars